The storm passed. The trials ended. The book was written, but the belief did not disappear. In 1603, King James VI of Scotland also became King James I of England. The crowns were united, and his ideas traveled with him. James did not abandon his belief in witchcraft. He did not withdraw demonology. He did not publicly apologize for the trial. The worldview remained. And when a monarch's worldview expands across kingdoms, its influence expands too. England had experienced witch trials before James, but his reign coincided with continued fear of witchcraft across Britain. The cultural atmosphere of the time was shaped by anxiety about unseen enemies, demons, conspiracies, spiritual threats. Even literature reflects it. Shakespeare's Macbeth, written during James's reign, features witches who prophesy, manipulate, and disturb the natural order. The supernatural was not decorative. It was politically relevant. James was deeply interested in prophecy, omens, and spiritual authority. The stage mirrored the throne. Over time, witch trials in Scotland declined. By the early 18th century, executions had largely ceased. The Witchcraft Act would eventually be repealed. Belief in organized demonic conspiracies faded. Science advanced. Legal systems evolved. Torture fell out of favor. Evidence standards changed. But history does not erase itself. The records remain. The names remain. The graves remain. Thousands were accused. Many were executed. Most were ordinary people caught in a moment when fear felt righteous. James was not an uneducated tyrant. He was scholarly, fluent in theology, interested in politics and philosophy. He wrote extensively. He believed deeply. And that is what makes this story uncomfortable, because it reminds us that intelligence does not prevent fear. Education does not eliminate superstition. Power does not guarantee reason. A learned king still believed storms could be summoned by witches, still believed demons entered bodies, still believed spiritual conspiracies threatened his crown. The story of demonology is not just about one book. It is about what happens when authority validates fear, when belief becomes policy, when suspicion becomes procedure, when interrogation seeks confirmation instead of truth. The witches James feared did not control the sea, but the sea became evidence. The devil did not appear in court, but confession made him visible. This is how moral panic works. It creates a framework, then it finds proof inside that framework. It is easy to judge the past, to call it ignorant, to dismiss it as primitive. But every age believes something absolutely. Every era has its unseen threats, its moral certainties, its fears that feel justified. The danger is not belief itself. The danger is power combined with unchallenged belief. When that happens, law bends, safeguards weaken, and ordinary people pay the price. James VI and First of England unified crowns. He strengthened monarchy. He shaped British history, but he also left behind a printed defense of demonology, a book that justified witch hunting, a worldview that turned fear into fire. The storm that frightened him lasted days, the consequences lasted generations. Because when power names an enemy invisible, justice begins to search for it. And once fear wears a crown, it is rarely questioned.